Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the August 19th regular meeting of the Zion City Council to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Here.
Commissioner Stackhouse?
Present.
Commissioner Fisher?
Here.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Here.
Mayor McKinney?
Here. Mr. Bremner, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir.
And tonight we have Gary Garland from Love, Inc., who will be leading us in prayer.
Good evening, Mayor, good evening, council members. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for the blessing of living in a country where we can still share our faith in a setting such as this. And thank you that we live in a country and a community where we can petition our government, can not only expect to be heard, but we can also expect to be responded to. Thank you for each of the members of this council who freely share their gifts that they received from you for the very purpose of serving this community. A job that we know can bring joy, but can also bring headaches and heartaches. Thank you for the first responders of Zion and all the government employees who also share their God-given gifts for the good of the people of Zion. Thank you for all the people who come here this evening. Let their trust in their elected officials be fulfilled. Proverbs 15:22 reads, "Without counsel, plans fail, but with many advisors, they succeed." Tonight, and in all the days ahead, let the plans of this body be awash, not only with the wise counsel of each other and the residents of Zion, but with the wisest counsel of all, you, our Heavenly Father. And we ask all these things in your Son's holy name. Amen.
All right. Item number 4, do we have any agenda changes by any of the commissioners?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to table item 8D until our next council meeting.
All right. Motion by McDowell
Second.
to table 8D, item 8D, and a second by Frierson. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Item number 5 is citizens' comments. We have W.C. Bremner. And for our, you can come on up, Mr. Bremner, for our people that are here that are signed up for our citizen comments, we have a 3-minute limitation. And when your 3 minutes is up, you will hear a sound from either our police chief or our fire chief. Fire chief, an alarm, and the police chief, clanking of handcuffs. All right. Mr. Bremner.
Mayor McKinney, gentle lady, honorable sirs, I stand before you this evening, call your attention to an incident. A couple of days ago, I received a telephone call saying that there was some suspicious activity on my Western Union account involving a $269 transaction at Costco. If it was a legitimate transaction, I did not need to take action. If I contested it, I should call a toll-free number, which I will mention briefly. Now, I'm not standing here to disparage or demean Western Union. In my approximately 65 years of independent living, I've just never had any financial transactions with Western Union. My finances have been elsewhere. I got on Google and looked up a Western Union number, which is different from the one that I was given over the telephone. I called them and talked with a Western Union representative, gave her the number. She said it is a fraudulent number. It is meant to get people to call and give up their financial business. The number involved is 877-736-2330. I bring this to your attention for all of the residents of Zion, not to call that number, to ignore any calls unless it's an 800 number, but to ignore any calls involving Western Union as suspicious activity on their account. Mayor McKinney, with your permission, sir, I will give this number to Recording Secretary Bronson, and then I will stand down.
All right.
I thank you for your time, your courtesy, and your attention to this matter.
Thank you very much.
We should have-
All right. Bernardo Urdaneta?
Yes, that's it. Yeah, good evening, members of the council. I just put my name down as one of our projects on the docket, so in case there are questions, I believe I have to sign in.
Okay, and the proper pronunciation of your name is?
For the next.
All right, got it. Okay, thank you. Larry Stevens? No, all right,
I was just going to answer questions if they're ready for these.
all right. Marco Arceo?
Here.
Did you have any comments, citizens' comments tonight?
No, I did not.
All right, thank you. And also Joe, I can't read the last name, Mac,
That's me.
what's your last name?
McWeeny.
McWeeny, all right, thank you.
I'm an attorney for Mr. Ardetto and his company, and just here for any questions.
Okay, all right, thank you, Joe. Chris Kite?
I'm here, and I'm here in regards to the Kenosha Road solar proposal we
Okay.
have in front of the council.
Okay, all right, thank you. Kathy Champagne?
Good evening. I have some comments to make about compliance with the OMA. Last meeting, you added an item to vote on Ms. Bronson being the secretary. You cannot add an action item less than 48 hours before the meeting to the agenda. I think you could have just appointed her. That would have been okay. You also held a public hearing, and according to the Illinois Open Meetings Act 5 ILCS 120, you are supposed to allow citizens time to speak and ask questions. And had you done that, my questions would have been for the budget hearing. The ordinance was for $77 million. Last year, your revenues and expenses balanced out at $24 million. Why did it have to be almost 3 times as much? And that's curiosity, nothing else. The other question I had was a detailed budget submitted with the ordinance as required by municipal code 65 ILCS 5/8-2-1 through 8-2-94. Today's budget, or today's agenda, action item number 12 is not clear. According to the OMA, when voting on a topic that was discussed in closed session under the Illinois Open Meetings Act, the topic must be identified during the open session vote. The subject of closed session discussion must be clearly stated when the public body holds open session vote on that topic. Mr. Mayor, this is not all on your shoulders. You have legal advice. You should know parliamentary procedure and the OMA. And you have 3 seasoned council members who are trained in the OMA. And at any point, they could say, point of order, and ask a question. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Did you?
Do you want me to say something?
If you, only if you, no, not.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Carlos, and I can't read the last name. Is there a Carlos? Vargas, yes. Did you have any comments this evening? All right, thank you. All right, item number 6 is consent agenda.
Item number 6A, approval of minutes, a regular meeting held on August 5th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Approval but not release of closed session minutes of a meeting held on August 5th, 2025 at 7:25 p.m.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved?
Second.
Motion by Frierson. Is that McDowell?
Yeah.
McDowell, and second by Stackhouse. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0.
Item 6B, bills, vouchers 149746 through 149832, drawn on Huntington National Bank N.A., total $888,971.60.
Is there a motion to approve the bills?
I'll move to approve the bills.
Motion by Fisher, second by Stackhouse. Madam Recording Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 7-0. Item number 7, consider passing ordinance as follows. 7A, increasing the annual salary for the Director of Economic Development per Chief Barton.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Commissioners. Tonight, I'd like to bring your attention to and respectfully request the consideration and approval of the salary adjustment for the for the Director of Economic Development position, effective August 5th of 2025 as presented.
All right, is there a motion?
I'll
Motion.
second.
Motion by Stackhouse, second by Fisher. Questions or comments from any of the commissioners? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 7B, approving and authorizing a third amendment to a redevelopment agreement between the City of Zion and Empyrean LLC per Chief Barton.
Good evening again, Honorable Mayor and Commissioners. So back in October of 2022, the City Council approved a redevelopment agreement, an RDA, with Empyrean LLC for a 700,000 square foot industrial development featuring outdoor storage. The plan included a 464,000 square foot cross-dock warehousing and logistics facility, a 262,000 square foot multi-tenant industrial facility, and a 200,000 square foot screen storage area for materials and equipment. In December of 2024, the council extended the RDA, or the redevelopment agreement, to September 2nd of 2025 to allow for Empyrean some additional time for due diligence. Since that extension, the Chicago industrial real estate market has shifted and demand for logistics facilities has slowed, while interest in pharmaceutical and biomedical research technology facilities has grown. Given these changes, both city staff and Empyrean believe it is prudent to explore broadening the project's scope to remain competitive in this evolving market. I respectfully request and recommend a 3-month extension with the Empyrean LLC RDA, with the goal of presenting an amended agreement to the council within that time frame.
All right, is there a motion to approve the third amendment to the redevelopment agreement with
I'll
Empyrean?
make that motion.
Motion by Fisher,
Second.
second by McDowell. Questions or comments for the commissioners?
I look forward to hearing and seeing what they have proposed.
All right. Madam Recording Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8, discussion, authorization, and approval. 8A, consider zoning docket 25Z8, requesting to remove the existing PUD and approve a new PUD with a special use permit to allow a residential subdivision and a solar farm at the property located at, excuse me, let's go backwards to 7C, authorizing and approving an intergovernmental agreement between the Zion Park District and the City of Zion Park property for Fire Station 2 per city attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm sorry I didn't point that out earlier. So, as everyone knows, there is a proposed agreement whereby there would be a land swap between the Zion Park District and the City of Zion to allow for the construction of a new fire station, which comes with the recommendation of our fire chief. And this is essentially, very simply, the intergovernmental agreement that will govern the nature of that transaction. It is, I don't want to say perfunctory, because it's always important to have agreements that govern real estate transactions. And that is It just comes with our strong recommendation to approve it.
All right, is there a motion to approve the intergovernmental agreement between the Zion Park District and the City of Zion?
So moved.
Motion by McDowell, second by Stackhouse. Questions or comments from the commissioners? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse? Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8, discussion authorization approval. 8A, consider zoning docket 25Z8 requesting to remove the existing PUD and approve a new PUD with a special use permit to allow a residential subdivision and a solar farm at the property located at 40375 Kenosha Road. Per Director Ianson, Planning and Zoning Commission recommends approval of the option to allow the development of the solar farm and eliminating the development of 50 homes and donating the property to the Park District.
Thank you, Your Honor. Tag Enterprises and Green Pig Solar is seeking to remove the existing PUD and approve a new PUD with a special use permit to allow a residential subdivision of a solar farm at the property located at 40375 Kenosha Road. The site is currently zoned R60 single family planned unit development and was approved at phase 3 of the Cypress Park subdivision in March 2006. The petitioner is requesting that the existing PUD be removed and be considered null and void and consider the new proposed PUD. The new PUD would be 50 single-family homes to the east and a ground solar farm to the west. The proposed home will range from 1,200,000 square feet, built at an average lot size of 10,780 square feet. Typical lot size 80 feet wide by 120 feet. 10-foot set, side yard setbacks, 30-foot front yard setbacks, 20-foot rear yard setbacks. The ground-mounted solar energy system will involve the placement of 247,825 square feet of solar panels that will be fixed on a 14.22 acre of land. It will be no higher than 4 feet off the ground and will be screened with landscaping and a black chain link fence placed around the entire site. Solar energy system is expected to produce 6,570,000 kilowatt hours of electricity per year, which would be sufficient to power approximately 983 homes. The docket was originally tabled to give the developer the opportunity to meet with the residents and discuss their concerns. The residents of this existing subdivision voiced their concerns of the development being built and were especially concerned about the existing roads creating more traffic, the connection of the existing roads. After the meeting with the residents, the petitioner presented 3 options for consideration. First, to develop the original PUD of 82 homes, which is already approved in the existing PUD. Second, the proposed PUD plan of 50 homes in a solar farm. And third, the proposed PUD plan subject to conditions eliminating the residential use of the building of 50 homes and donating the land to the Park District for a park. This plan would not require connecting any existing roads. At the August 7th, 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission, we recommend to approve the option of allowing the development of a solar farm and limiting the development of 50 homes and donating the property to the park.
All right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to deny the existing PUD plan of eliminating the 50 homes and going solely with the solar farm.
I'll second.
All right, we have a first proposal, motion by Frierson and a second by Stackhouse. Discussion on this?
Sure. So this development, the proposal has been going on for quite some time. I know the residents have had a lot to share. There's been a lot of meetings. Thank you to the developers for all the information that's being brought out. But after further review, to go purely with the solar farm is not the highest use of that property. I hear some of the concerns that the residents are bringing about the increased traffic, some of the existing conditions of the roads. However, I don't believe the answer to be to eliminate the development of all homes and go purely with the solar farm, donating that property to the Park District. I think for some of the concerns that were raised, there are some other items that can be remediated and have something that is a bit more amenable to the direction that we want to go with that area. But what's been proposed does not fit that.
So does that mean that the original proposal, the PUD of 82 homes, is what's active and valid?
That is my understanding.
Yeah, it
We'll
was-
defer to Director Heinzen.
Yeah.
And do the developers plan on implementing that plan of building 82 homes?
Good evening, Chris Cottis, members of the council, mayor. I've owned the property now, our family's owned it for about 30 years. And we've progressively tried to market it, we've progressively tried to develop it. And, you know, unfortunately, we have not had the opportunity or the market to get that accomplished. I'd really like to get that accomplished, to be honest with you. But, you know, like I said, 30 years. It's been on the market now for about 15 years. And the subdivision to the both sides of it, they're full, and we thought it would be a pretty nice, you know, fit. And unfortunately, again, we just got no interest in anyone developing the property. So, you know, our primary interest is public relations and entertainment and restaurants, and I'm not quite ready to, you know, come in and start developing that piece. And Cultivate Power approached me, and they said, you know, we're interested in this property for a solar field, and it would benefit the city of Zion, and we could jointly develop it and be part of it, and you keep part of it. So we worked that out pretty nicely, I thought. You know, we had 50 homes left. We had a 4.4 kilo or megawatt solar farm, and we brought it to the attention of the planning and zoning board, and we got a lot of kickback from the residents, and they were concerned. We met with them 3 times, or twice, I take that back, and we had 3 meetings with the zoning board. And each meeting got more and more attended and more opposition. So, you know, our position changed. I mean, we want to fulfill the wishes of the people around, you know, the neighborhood. And at the same time, we proposed 3 different proposals to them, and they're concerned. I guess there's been a couple children run over, and I'm not positive as to how bad they were hurt, but maybe 2 or 3 incidents of that nature. They say there's a lot of people driving through their neighborhood, and once we connect all the roads, it's going to create havoc for the families that live in it. And, you know, we listen to them and their needs, and we proposed several different options, and we just couldn't get on the same page. So I suggested, okay, you guys don't want any roads. You want to keep the Peacock running around the field, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you the solar farm by itself, and I'll donate the park district in the name of my son to, I'll donate the land in the name of my son to the park district. So they seem to like that, and I'm willing to do that. It's you know, I'm not sure what you guys know, but it's about a $600,000 cut to me that I'm going to bite the dust on, and that's before development. So, you know, I'm willing to do that. And Cultivate Power has shown me that they've done a lot of these things, and they don't affect the neighborhood, and they are very friendly, and it's income for the city, and I was proud to actually pair up with them. I think they have a very good thing to offer. I really do. I mean, I don't want to, personally, I like the second development where they were in the front and we were in the back, and it was fenced and it was shielded by a 16-foot landscape berm, or not a berm, but a landscape where you couldn't actually see it. The panels are only 4 foot tall. They don't move, they don't talk. There was absolutely no, nothing that they would bother anyone. And that area, to be honest with you, isn't being kept up real well. It's farmed, and there's a lot of garbage around it and stuff. And if Cultivate was in there, it'd be clean and organized and landscaped and mowed, and it was, you know. So, I don't know how to approach it. I can show you, if you'd like to see, all three of the proposals to them. I'd ask you to reconsider, you know, your constituents are totally against more houses there. And I think, you know, whatever happens, it's going to be a problem. We met with them, and they didn't get, you know, they're just very outspoken. They don't want any more connections in their roads. They don't want any more houses. They don't want, you know, they just don't want any more building going on around them. So that is pretty much the story. I don't know if Bernard has anything to add. We really tried hard to bring the community together with us. I don't know what suggestions you guys might have. We can't just keep sitting on this thing, you know?
Well, I agree with you. I was more amenable to the middle option. I would love to see a world where we can sit back down and take a look at what other options might be there. I think it is exciting to have some development going into that. We've recently had some movement with the subdivision next door, with some of those properties, you know, being bought and new ones being developed. So we are definitely interested in doing something with that property. Again, just what was presented and passed over from planning and zoning, at this point, I cannot, you know, agree with that as the highest use of that property. And as far as the benefit to the city, I mean, with the solar field, you know, by comparison, it's not nothing, but again, still just not enough to say yes to what has been proposed. So I would have to refer you back to staff, and we can set up some time to talk and see what options may be available.
We've discussed it with staff several times. We got actually the last plan where it was half. I thought would be very appropriate and work. And it's just didn't happen. This is Glenn Christensen, he's my land planner.
Glenn Christensen, land planner for the petitioners. I think there's two plans in front of you right now. The original one, which was the solar farm with the 50 housing sites. The Plan Commission chose to recommend another plan based on just, as Chris mentioned, just on solar and land being dedicated to open space. So I guess plus right now the original one is there, it stands. I think your choice or your vote would be for either one of the plans.
You mean either one or two, the 82 homes or the 50 homes with solar?
No, it would be the 50 homes with solar, or the solar with, or the Plan Commission's recommendation of solar and open space.
Okay, because there's three plans.
Well, one's existing,
Yeah.
that
Right.
stands right now.
Yeah.
That's the one we're trying to amend, so. choice would be those two choices right now. And the Plan Commission chose to make a recommendation with modifications as their regulations.
So I would defer to council in terms of what would be the recommended action if we wanted to bring this back with an amended plan. I'm still firm with the motion that was presented of denying the no homes and just the solar field in the park.
So then there is a motion on the table that is to deny the change. It would revert back to the amended plan. So if we, so we would vote on that motion or it would be withdrawn, correct? We would either act on the motion or it would be withdrawn. And then if we did want them to come back with a subsequent plan, we could actually ask them to stay till after the board meeting or a city council meeting and discuss what the procedures would be to bring back an amended plan and how we would go about that action. But the motion is on the table to deny any a modification or alteration to the PUD as is currently is written and, let's say, sits.
So the motion is to deny the Plan Commission recommendations.
That's correct.
Yes, that's
But there's still a standing plan that.
There's still, yeah, the PUD
The
plan
existing
was existing.
PUD, which is
Existing
82 homes.
PUD plus our original plan. I guess I'm a little confused as to procedure and which.
Right, you brought forth a change of the status quo,
Right.
correct?
Yeah.
The Plan Commission Zoning Board of Appeals concurred with it. This body, the ultimate authority of the city, has made a motion, I don't know how it's going to turn out, to deny the recommendation, which would have the effect of terminating that unless you want to go back. We could talk about it afterwards and see how you will proceed going forward.
I guess my question would be, I probably should be to you then, if that denial is voted on against the solar farm and the open space, does that deny the whole petition?
Yes.
Okay.
But like I said, if you want to stick around afterwards, and we can talk about that, if that's okay with the city council. We do have closed session tonight. If you want to stick around and talk about it afterwards, I think that's fine. I think Mr. Ianson would be more than happy to do it, and I think the Commissioner of Buildings would be more than happy to participate as well.
Okay, so then we would ask to hold the vote then.
Okay?
So,
Well, it's
Attorney
not really
Vasselli?
your time to do that. There is a motion and a second with deliberation at this point in time.
So that consultation after the city council meeting leaves open the option to pursue the 50 homes with solar.
They could come back with
for
an
the
amended
developer.
petition or refile the petition and go forward.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what we would normally do. When it gets denied, you have a right for redress on that property. Do you have, if I could ask Mr. Ianson to see if he has any objections to that.
Okay. I mean, I guess I go back to the point where our original petition was the solar in the 50 homes. Is that something?
Well, the original PUD was for 82 homes.
The original.
Well, that was what was
That's what's there
existing.
now.
He's
Yeah.
requesting about his petition, if I'm understanding you correctly. And so that, I have not seen the complete proposal on that. I've only had some side discussions in terms of the homes that were being proposed. What you guys had initially set out did not meet the bar of fitting the rest of the community, the PUD that's been developed thus far, and so that was under discussion. So I have not seen the final of that. And so, again, tonight, what we're voting on, there's a motion and a second to deny what the Planning and Zoning Commission recommended.
Okay.
All right. All right, thank you. Madam Recording Secretary, any more discussion from the commissioners? Please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8B is consider zoning docket 25Z11, an ordinance requesting a variance from section 102.
Mayor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir. On the agenda change, it was motion and second to table item 8B until the next meeting.
D or D?
8D.
D is in dog.
I
8D is in dog.
apologize. D is in David. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem. So 8B, as in boy, consider zoning docket 25Z11, an ordinance requesting a variance from section 102 1523 of the Zion Municipal Code to build a garage that exceeds the height of the principal structure per Director Ianson. Planning and Zoning Commission recommends approval.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Marco Lucero, you're seeking a variance from section 102, 152, 3A of the Zion Municipal Code to build a garage that exceeds the height of the principal structure by 1 foot 10 inches. The height of the principal structure is 16 foot 2 inches, and the proposed garage would be 18 feet high. The Zion Municipal Code states that the accessory building cannot exceed 18 feet in height or exceed the height of the principal structure. At the August 7, 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission, they recommend to approve variance.
All right, is there a motion to approve the variance?
So moved.
Motion by Frierson,
Second?
second by McDowell. Questions or comments from the commissioners? Madam Recording Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse? Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8C, consider zoning docket 25Z12, an ordinance requesting a zoning change from HB Highway Business to R13 Residential Single Family for the property located at 1128 Shiloh Boulevard. Per Director Ianson, Planning and Zoning Commission recommends approval.
Thank you, Your Honor. Carlos Vargas Dominguez and Jose Vargas Dominguez is requesting a zoning change from highway business to R13 residential single family for the property located at 1128 Shiloh Boulevard. In 1978, the property was rezoned to highway business to allow to operate a business out of a residential dwelling. To be consistent with the residential zoning to the east, the new owners want to rehab the property and use it for residential use only. At the August 7, 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission, they recommend to approve the zoning change.
All right, is there a motion to approve the zoning change?
I'll move to approve.
Motion by Fisher and second by Frierson.
Second.
Questions or comments from the commissioners? Madam Clerk or Recording Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse? Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8D has been tabled until the next council meeting. So we move to item 8E, consider approval of Pitney Bowes lease renewal per Director Conway.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Commissioners. The postage machine 5-year lease is up for renewal. This is the postage machine that's used by all the employees here in City Hall. I recommend approval of this 5-year lease as presented.
All right, is there a motion to approve the Pitney Bowes lease?
I'll approve.
Motion by Fisher,
Second.
second by Stackhouse. Questions or comments from the commissioners? Madam Recording Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse? Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8F, consider approval of Green Pay Utility Billing Online System per Director Conway.
Thank you. Again, currently we utilize Third Millennium as the company that prints and mails our water bills. We have an opportunity to make utility bills available for viewing and payment online. This is another step the city can take to make things easier for our residents. The use of this service will allow residents to set up an online account, which will notify them when a new utility bill is available. All the residents that utilize this program have the option to receive the bill via email or both email and postal mail. With the increases we've seen in postage rates, there will be a small savings to the city that for any account that chooses to receive it only electronically. I recommend approval to move forward with this service for our residents.
All right, is there a motion to approve the Green Pay Utility Billing Online System?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Fisher,
Second?
second by McDowell. Questions or comments from the commissioners? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse? Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8G, authorizing the issuance of a Class K retail liquor license to Sand Hills Gaming LLC, DBA Lucky Jack's Gaming Cafe located at 2256 Sheridan Road, per Mayor McKinney. The Liquor Commission recommends approval of this item. Is there a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Fisher, second by Stackhouse. Questions or comments? Madam Recording Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8H, authorizing the issuance of a Class A4 retail liquor license to Sand Hills Gaming LLC, DBA Dina's Italian Deli, located at 3235 Sheridan Road. The Liquor Commission recommends approval to this item. Is there a motion to do so?
I'll move to approve.
Motion by Fisher,
Second.
second by Stackhouse. Questions or comments from the commissioners? I think Commissioner Fryerson, you had a couple of questions.
It's a question about our A4 retail liquor license. When an operator is found to be not in compliance, what is the recourse for that operator?
Well, because that's a great question. Dina's was not in compliance. This is essentially a new business that started a new application. And during the hearing during the Liquor Commission, this was talked about in depth about what the retail license, the A4 retail license looked like and what we need from the new business coming in, and they were satisfied with the answers that they received from the new company.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are they here this evening?
Yes, President.
You have any? Would you step up and answer if Commissioner Fryerson has any additional questions? Or
Can you just talk a little bit about your interest in like Zion and retail? It looks like you guys have quite a few businesses.
Yeah, we have quite a few, 50 locations across the Chicagoland area. So we talked about our new direction in acquiring the business, where we're going to give it more orientation as opposed to what it has right now. So that was one of the issues that the meeting was.
Okay. And we're talking for Dina's, correct? More floor orientation, you said?
Yeah, more with food focus. Well, you're still going to have game, obviously. It's
Right.
going to be there.
But
like, we plan to change the facade with the artwork.
Okay.
Give it more of a kind of food orientation.
And as far as the marketing, are there any adjustments that are going to be made there? Everything that I've seen come to me in town has been gaming forward and not a deli. So
Yeah,
I've yet to go in and have a good bite to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be focused more on even balers that have more of a food kind of dimension to it as opposed to gaming and that kind of thing. So,
Got it. And are there going to be any changes to the menu?
we're looking at that. We're not entirely sure at this point. But
Okay.
because the menu's pretty, I don't know if you've ever been to the location. The menu's pretty kind of complete. We might make some changes. But it's more in our marketing.
Okay.
We're going to change some things.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
all right. Any other questions from the commissioners? Madam Recording Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 9, departmental commentary. Director Ianson.
Nothing tonight, sir.
All right, thank you. Director Ransom.
I'm going to speak on the Welcome to Zion signs. The Welcome to Zion signs are up. The Zion High School completed their portion of the project. There are 5 signs with 3 different variations. So the final portion of the project is going to be completed by our Public Works Department, which is adding Mayor McKinney's name to the signs. We elected not to do that while the signs are being fabricated because there were 3 different designs, so we wanted to get eyes on the designs first and fabricate second. We are in the process of doing that now, so they should be up in the next couple of weeks, and that will bring completion to those Welcome to Zion signs.
All right, thank you, Director Ransom. With that, I've seen the signs, as most people have seen, and the initial reviews of those signs when they were designed by the high school students look great, and they look even better now that they're up. So thank you for that update on that. Chief Street.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. Just a quick happy announcement tonight. Members of our vehicle committee are traveling to North Carolina next week for a couple days to do the final inspection of our next ambulance that's on order, and we expect to have delivery of that within 2 to 3 weeks after that. So it'll be a welcome addition to replace one of our older ambulances that's really racking up the miles. So.
And how old was that ambulance?
How old?
Yeah.
It's a 2012 that's going to replace, I believe, with a lot of miles. And ambulances, kind of just like police cars, get hard miles on them over the years with the transports back and forth to the hospital. So it'll be a welcome replacement.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Chief Street. Chief Barton?
Good evening again, Honorable Mayor and Council. Just to speak on Mr. Bremner's concerns on the phishing schemes, I recently attended some training pertaining to AI or artificial intelligence and how that can be utilized to scam individuals out of money. Just a strong recommendation, reach out to your local police department if it's not us and inquire with them. They will be willing to help you out. And more than likely, they're going to tell you, don't click on any links that you receive in any email, even if it looks official. By all means, call us or call the company direct like Mr. Brenner did, and they will set you straight. But most companies understand the scheme and how that works now, and it can look very official, but generally just don't click on any links, or don't send any money, or don't get any gift cards for any other individuals unless you know them and you are choosing to give them a gift. But most legitimate businesses, if not all, will not take a Walmart, Apple card, Google card, anything like that for payment. So just a reminder.
And we're seeing an uptick of that over the last several years of the different scams. Some of you, I don't know if you've received text from the tollway, and it comes from an international number, which is a giveaway. But you just have to be really mindful about any of the emails or the electronic text that you get. If you have any questions, call our police department.
We generally we'll put out something a couple times a year as there's whaling and phishing schemes and we just provide a one sheet that just says these are the things to look out for, and please don't become a victim.
All right, thank you. Chief Bart, is that it?
For now.
All right. Director Conway.
I have nothing tonight.
Okay. Director Bronson, anything with double duties tonight, or are you going to pass on this meeting as well?
Actually, no, I came prepared as Director of Economic Development. Just wanted to remind our residents to spend your money locally. Your dollar has power. For every $100 that you spend in this community, 68 of those dollars stay here. That's $68 that are going to our not-for-profit organizations, $68 that are going to our junior ZVs, $68 that are going to our Coalition for Healthy Communities and other organizations that help provide what our community needs. So use your spending power wisely and spend in Zion.
Thank you. Commissioner McDowell.
Mayor, I'm sure you're going to talk a little bit about our Labor Day activities, but I would just like to highlight one of them, if you don't mind. And it actually was started by a mayor of Zion. It's the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast, an annual event. This is our 57th year. It's going to be hosted at Zion Benton Township High School, the South Cafeteria. Ticket price is $10. It's been that way for the last 20 years, I think, so we haven't even increased the costs of the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast. And Mayor, I believe you're on the agenda for that. So thank you for participating. I do have tickets, or you can call 847-746-1411 if you're interested in getting tickets in advance.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Frierson.
No fishing at that number.
Yeah, it's not a fishing number.
Nothing.
All right. Commissioner Stackhouse.
I don't have anything tonight, Mayor. It's just good to see everyone here. Thanks for visiting with us tonight.
Commissioner Fisher.
I'd like to address one item that Kathy Champagne brought up in her comments. I believe the $77 million is appropriations. It is not a budget. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
That's all I got.
All right. Our city attorney?
Yeah, I would be more than happy to, if the chair will allow, to address the 4 legal questions that were raised during public comment.
Yes.
Thank you. And we'll note that under departmental commentary. Lawyers are best seen and not heard, but I guess I will comment tonight. So a couple things. Number one, as Commissioner Fisher and our finance director stated, all municipalities that are non-home rule and non-charter operate either under a budgetary system or an appropriation system. Is that correct, Madam Director? We operate under an appropriation system. As such, we are not bound by the constraints of the budgetary system, which is a completely different body of government. It's talking about apples and oranges. So if you have an apple, you don't need an orange. Is that correct, Madam Director?
I like them both.
I like it, right. But if you have one, that you've eaten all your citrus for the day, correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. So you don't need a budget and an appropriation, correct? Thank you. So that was not a legal miscue or an operational miscue of the city. The requirement of specificity with regards to the Open Meetings Act is in the motion, as read very clearly. So if you look at section 5/120/2E, it talks about the recitation of a final motion for final action. Now, when we look at the Open Meetings Act, what they say is it has to be germane to the thing being discussed. So what we have here, for example, on our agenda, is closed session about these items, and then a topic about that afterwards, about closed section final action being taken. The motion, not the recitation of the thing on the agenda, is the thing that needs specificity. So there was no violation of the Open Meetings Act either tonight or any other night with regards to that. And also, my law partner is the former public access counselor, is appointed by the Attorney General to weigh in on all these issues. And I checked all these things with her, and she said they were all compliant with law. The appointment of a recording secretary need not be listed on an agenda. The appointment of a recording secretary is a ministerial act. One, undertaken 2 weeks ago tonight, that was unforeseen. We did not know walking in or within the 48-hour window that we would be appointing a recording secretary. It is an unforeseen and ministerial action. And if we look at cases such as People X Rel Graff versus the Village of Lake Bluff, a case that you could find at, make sure I got that right, 206 Illinois Appellate Reporter 3rd at 303, a 1990 case, or its subsequent Supreme Court case in 2001, you will find that there's a scope of the Open Meetings Act. And you will see all commentators talk about the Open Meetings Act being about final action, important policy decisions, not whether we're going to table something. We're not going to put every time we table something on an agenda, or we would have a 25-page agenda that no one would ever read. It actually defeats the purpose if you really think about it. So you were duly appointed, Madam Director. The public hearing was allowed for public comment. If you do recall, there was a pause in the public hearing when it was said, does anyone have anything to say? I was here, I remember that, I know it was said, and if we watch the videotape, I'm sure we'd see it. Furthermore, if you look at https://www.cityofzion.com/meetings/city-council/agendas 2025-08-05-25 PDF, you will see that public comment was under paragraph 7 after the public hearing. So even if there wasn't a comment that was be given and made, which it was, you could still make a public comment in the public comment section. Again, the former public access counselor for the state of Illinois, the person who rewrote the act herself, said that all these things are fine. I just want to make sure that we're all knowing that we're acting within compliance of law. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. And in regards to our recording secretary this evening, our city clerk and our administrative assistant for me had a family emergency which prevented her from, health emergency that prevented her from being this tonight. So our economic development director, who has clerking abilities, agreed to step in and help it when we were shorthanded. Moving on to item number 10 is announcements. Commissioner McDowell talked about the 57th prayer breakfast that we're having at Zion High School, their beautiful facility. And that will be followed by our annual Labor Day parade, which starts at 1 o'clock. And I know while people have been reluctant to be out in public, I know Chief Barton has talked to a lot of our residents about the safety measures that we implement regarding any public event we have, and using some of the technology that we have within the city in terms of drones, and police officers are being on duty to ensure that our residents and our visitors are safe while they are here. Also on September 1st, our city offices will be closed for the holiday. September 2nd, that's 7 p.m., Zion City Council meeting. That'll be the first Tuesday in September, of course. In the mornings, you'll hear the alarm sirens being tested by the fire department every first Tuesday of every month. And then on September 16th, we're followed up with the 6 p.m. Zion Township Board meeting at 6 p.m. and followed by Zion City Council meeting at 7. Item number 7, closed session pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2 open meetings for the discussion of filed, pending and/or probable or imminent litigation, sale or purchase of real estate, collective bargaining, legal counsel, and personnel. Is there a motion to go into closed session? Motion by Frierson.
Second.
Second by McDowell, echoed by Stackhouse. Madam Recording Clerk, will you call the roll?
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Stackhouse? Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Frierson?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries. You don't have to stay, but we do have action items for items to be considered in closed session. If you want to stay, you can. If not, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.